Did you know that 73% of men and women between the ages of 25 and 35 suffer from chronic overthinking? Did you also know that overthinking and depression go hand in hand? Did you also know that you can't be in the ideal physical condition if you're not in the ideal mental condition? This is the 3 methods I've used to overcome my overthinking. Within the last year or so, I've developed some sort of depression. Life is hard. It's not easy. It's never meant to be easy. If you are experiencing some sort of depression or anxiety, that you're not alone, and it could happen to any of us at any time. And this isn't good enough. If you are feeling hopeless, if you are feeling lost, if you do have self-doubt in yourself, if you're an overthinker, don't give up. Growing up, I've had some friends that were depressed, and I never understood why somebody could be so sad for seemingly no reason, but now I do understand. I'm all about physical health. Obviously, if you've seen my other videos, if you've seen the theme of my channel, but you cannot be physically healthy until you're mentally healthy. Of 2023, I was going through a lot in life, and I was seeking help from my therapist and my pastor, and they both recommended to me a book called Soundtracks by John Acuff. And this book is about being an overthinker, which I am notorious for. I have been an overthinker my entire life, and this book has really helped me. It shaped my life and changed my life this year, because it helped me turn down those negative thoughts and turn down those thoughts of doubt and negative emotions that I have in my head that aren't true. And I want you guys to know, if you are experiencing this too, like, that's all they are, is just lies and not true. If you change the soundtrack in your mind to something positive and know that things will work out, if you believe they will work out, then that's all you will need. That I tend to think negatively at times and think worst case scenario, which my philosophy has always been like, oh, if I think worst case scenario, then I can never be disappointed, because the worst case scenario is very unlikely to happen. But that's really not been good over the years, because the more I think negatively, the more stuff tended to happen that negatively impacted my life. And this brings me to my first method. The main idea of John's book is just that. Just simply change the soundtrack in your mind and use positive self-talk and affirmations.
I, Mark, choose my thoughts.
I started with the affirmations that he provided in this book, and I practiced over and over again saying them to myself every morning for about 3 weeks, and then I memorized them. I believe that what I think matters. I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm disciplined and dedicated to stick with it. Here are 10 things I know. Today is brand new, and tomorrow is too. Step out and step in. Method number 2 is to control the controllables. My wife and daughter have been going through some medical challenges in the past few years, and that has led me to handle all of these responsibilities around the house. I've learned over the years to control the controllables. So I realized that I don't have control over how my wife and daughter are going to feel the next day. I don't have control over whether all the bills get paid on time based on what happens in life. Once I accepted that, I trusted God and trusted my family, then things changed. The third method, and arguably the most important one, is to live a life of gratitude. Time is the most valuable asset in this life. I've done a lot of self-exploration lately. Within the past year or so, I've read the self-help books. I've researched the ideal perfect morning routines and perfect health, not perfect, I shouldn't say perfect. Perfect does not exist. The ideal healthy routines, healthy lifestyles, right? All these things on YouTube about regrets. Like, there was a video I saw interviewing older people on their deathbeds about if they regretted anything in their lives. And the most common answer I heard was regretting working so much and regretting not spending enough time with the people who they love. So that really resonates with me in so many ways. And I've realized that I've been working like a dog for all of my adult life, since as far as back as I could remember. Since that's why I'm kind of grateful I got to experience a childhood. Like, I had a good childhood. Regardless of the obstacles that were in my life, I had good friends. I had a good childhood. I didn't have any brothers or sisters, but I had great friends. I had a great group of friends, and I was able to hang out with them quite often and play the games I wanted to play and have the experiences I needed to have, because these past 10 years or so of being a family man and having a daughter and having a wife have been challenging, to say the least, but very, very rewarding, because I can say I have a home to call my own. I can say I have a steady job. I can say I have all these stories to tell now because of it. I'm very, very grateful, and I practice gratitude every day, because I found it very important to stay humble and be kind, like the Tim McGraw song, I know, but it's true. Be humble, be kind, be empathetic, and it goes so far in life, in every facet of your life. Be kind to everybody, because you never know what's going to happen, and kindness matters. It truly does. So be grateful for what you have and be kind to each other, because it does come back. It always comes back. That's what Caitlin always says. Kindness always comes back. Good deeds will never go unrecognized, no matter what. And that can translate to any way you want it to translate. But trust me when I say, when you do something nice for somebody else, especially if it's not something they ask you for, you will live a more fulfilling and happier life. The point I'm trying to make is really look at your life and really reflect on what you want most in your life. And if you don't have the life that you want at this very point in time, try to figure out what life that is. And once you do that, figure out what needs to be done to get there. Just break it down into steps. Whether it's just taking notes in your head, making vision boards, making affirmations, whatever it may be, just know that there is a way to find happiness. If you feel hopeless, if you feel lost, there is a way out of it. There are so many parts to your health, and for me, my physical health has drastically helped my mental health throughout the years. In fact, that is one of the main reasons why I choose to exercise and take care of my body. It's like I said, physical health and mental health go hand in hand. If you're interested in starting a workout routine for yourself and learning what to do based on your own unique anatomy, click on the video right here. I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great day.